Franklin County will be kicking off to the Northside team. They deferred. Homecoming 2023. Little pooch kick up. Be taken right at the 40-yard line. Going to be good field position here for the Northside team.
Yeah, not a terrible idea there for Franklin County, but Northside was ready for it. Had a guy there, but hey, why not take a shot here on homecoming night? Start off, get a little momentum quick, but like you said, not bad field position for the Vikings. They're going to get the ball around the 43-yard line to start the evening.
Yeah, another good thing, though, they kept it away from his speedsters back at the in that backfield for the Northside Vikings. Northside taking over here, 1st and 10. Quarterback Angel Rigney back calling the signals for the Vikings.
Looks like we're going to have an early delay of game call.
Well, we had a lot of these last week. A lot of flags. So many flags flying around out there. Those yellow flags look like bees flying around last week.
They probably had to go ice some shoulders down after all the flags they threw. Those gentlemen really were slinging the flags last week.
Keeping it is Rigney. Rigney picking up a couple of yards.
Yeah, good option play there by the Vikings. Did pull the ball and get up the field. They're going to get on up to the line of scrimmage here, but look to the sideline for a play.
Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Kelly in the backfield, taking that handoff.
Yes. Sam David there along with Ryder Gardner on the stop for a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Vikings here early on in the first quarter.
Here you see it on the Bob Parcell Realtor replay. See them Eagles cutting down on that hole that was opened up early. Rigney calling the signals, 3rd down and long. Back, finding Kelly out there. They connected.
Yeah, Haven Mullins is there in the flats to get that covered. We'll see if they go ahead and bring the punt team on after a gain of around 7 there. Looks like they are going to leave the offense on the field. Gutsy call here early on in the first quarter.
Right in midfield. Rigney going forth, trying to get the Eagles jump off, and that worked.
Yeah.
Definitely a mental mistake there. 1st and 10. It will be a quick way to get it there. Davenport Energy, 1st down and 10. Right across on the 45-yard line.
So I was just about to say this is where those 5-yard penalties get you if you're on offense, but hey, they'll get you on defense too.
That slot coming across. Big play there by the Northside Vikings. That's Michael Harvey. That's a name from the past. Last year he handled the ball quite a bit, but that, this Northside team does that slot, works that slot well. They hand it off to him, and he's gone to the races. Even David Casey couldn't catch him.
Yeah, he saw David Casey and did run the other way, so smart man. But you run that direction of the field, Casey will chase you down, but got into the end zone. We'll see if they get the extra point here. It's up and it's good.
It's good. Northside jumping out quickly here, 7-0. 10 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. We'll be right back. You're watching Eagle football here on Cable 12.
Powering Powering your home with propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Long ago, Carillion Clinic made a promise to be here every moment. That means the moment you need care, and every other moment too. Because by providing tools, support, and guidance to take charge of your health on your terms, we're helping you live better every day. Carillion Clinic is right here for you from moment one.
Swanson and Wright back deep to receive the kickoff. Kick deep inside the 5-yard line. That's right. Coming back out, bringing it back out over the 20-yard line to about the 22-yard line. Franklin County will take over their 1st and 10.
So the offense heads on out to the field, and you've got to respond pretty quick here. I think if you're the Eagles to make sure that Northside doesn't gain any massive momentum early on in the game. You know, they're a team that you don't want to let them get going. They've had a tough schedule, just like Franklin County has early on. So this should be a tight game here tonight, and you'll want to respond fairly early if you're Franklin County.
We talked about it a little earlier, though. They got to not forget about the Davenport not connecting with his would-be receiver right there, Ryder Gardner.
Yeah, it looked like the ball might have been tipped there by a defensive end or outside linebacker. Something definitely happened after it come out of quarterback's hand, and Gardner was in the flats and wide open, but
I guess it could have been a mosquito or
could have been one of them mosquitoes, yeah.
Big mosquito.
Yeah. We're not in Arkansas, so
no,
it ain't the state bird, but
right. Weston Davenport back calling the signals, handing it off. I think he's looking at Rigney for about 4 more yards.
Brought down by Riker Workman from Northside.
3rd down and 4.
Riker Workman in on that stop.
Yeah, not a bad run there on 2nd down, but missing that pass on the first definitely sets you up for a little bit longer 3rd down than you'd like in this offense.
Jacob Mullins bringing into play 3rd down and 4. We'll see what he brought in.
Hello?
Ryder Gardner on the reception. Be 1st down and 10. That'll be a Rhodes Ferguson attorneys at law. 1st down and 10.
Way to move the chains there in a difficult situation. Put a little bit of that together and drive on down the field. We've seen some big drives on this field here recently between Magna Vista and Brookville, so Franklin County definitely capable of putting one together themselves.
Rigney again outside, getting a little running room. He's getting it down across the 45-yard line for a 1st and 10.
Yeah, big 12-yard run there by Rigney. It's going to move the sticks. Good for another 1st down. It's going to be their 2nd of the night.
American National Bank, 1st and 10. Davenport calling the signals. Handing off to Rigney again, breaking it outside, getting another 4 yards on that one. Better.
Yeah, continues to rumble on up the field, and hey, you'll take 5 yards a pop there. not going to turn that down. So all that does is once they do clamp down on it, it's going to open up something big downfield. We'll have to definitely look for that David Casey ball over the top, or even Haven. Can't forget about Haven. Haven, right. We've seen the big deep ball thrown Haven's way when they've needed a big play. They've definitely not been afraid to look his direction.
Davenport back to throw, finding his receiver at Gardner. Couldn't connect with Gardner out there. Sort of in between Gardner and Wright. Had two receivers out there. Could not make the connection.
Yeah, throwing on the run is tough. You know, it's one of those if you're repping that over and over again in practice, that's one thing, but it's still always hard when you get jerseys that don't look like yours on the other side over there. They mean business. Yeah, it really does.
Davenport back to Rigney. Rigney taking it up the middle hard, and I think depends on the spot, but it's going to be close.
Yeah,
to moving those chains.
Chris King of Northside coming in there at the end and might have held him. Nope, they're going to waive the first down, so another 5 yards and a first down for Franklin County. So Christopher King there of Northside coming in for what looked like could have been a big stop, but does move the sticks and going to keep the clock rolling here in the first quarter with right at 7.5 minutes left to go in the first.
Mullins bringing the play in for the Eagles. Davenport calling the signals. Again to Rigney. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Hey, you can get that. Why not?
Hey, it's about 6 yards, maybe 7.
They kept
still
moving it for you. Yeah,
still moving.
You called it, Mike. Got them 7 on that. So this is one of those areas as a coach. You know, we saw him throw on second down last time. Second and short like this, you know, why not go ahead and look to the air a little bit, or hey, just go ahead and get you another set of sticks too. So I could go either way, but wouldn't be shocked if they looked to the air.
I agree.
Or
so
just get
Rigney Rigney gets the 1st and 10 for the Eagles. That would be a Maddie Law Firm 1st down and 10.
Casey Hall making the stop. First down, Eagles.
So offensive line's really kind of having their way here on this drive. We see them doing some good work, getting the end sealed off, and at that point it's up to linebackers and corners to make the play, and that's never your first option, wanting your cornerback in on the run game.
That's for sure. Eagles lining it up. Davenport handed it off to Rigney again. Rigney bouncing off a would-be tackler, picking up about 3 yards. Yeah,
Stephen Mulliday there on the tackle, as well as Hayden Hutchinson for the Vikings.
2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. Davenport calling the signals. Yuri coming across from the slot.
Yeah,
Yuri's going to get about 4 yards, looks like. Maybe not quite as much as I thought.
Give him 2. A lot of east and west running there on the jet. And,
nice
eventually
block out there.
Yeah, put his foot in the ground and turned it on up, but ran about 15 yards east and west for 2 north and south. And that's the nature of the game sometimes, but it does bring up 3rd and 5. Looking to be in 2-down territory here if you're the Eagles.
Davenport finding David Casey, getting him out in the open. He's down inside the 5. Going to be marked at about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, big screen play there for the Eagles. I'm telling you, these right there.
What a good call.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You get it in the hands of David Casey, something can happen when you see get a little bit loose there. But He does get Casey out there where his speed does a lot more good to the team.
Yeah, great addition there. I'm not sure we've seen them go much to the screen game up to this point of the season.
Rigney in the end zone, standing up for a score. 4 minutes, 46 seconds left here in this period. Eagles strike back. You see on the Bob Parcells Realtor replay. Nice juking. Fake me out up here.
Yeah, great. That's a big drive for the Eagles here to start, responding to that quick touchdown by Northside there in the first quarter. And
Gierman putting it up.
Yeah, it's going to knot us
good.
Up. Yeah.
Score time.
Yeah, 4:46 in the first quarter.
That's right. 7-7. You're watching Eagle football right here on Cable 12.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to our community. 100% owned and operated, offering you the traditional historical Lynch Connor Bowman and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of 1 white dove, 1 memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
Eagles, Gierman will be teeing it up on the 40-yard line, kicking off to the north side. Probably not deep, but we'll see if it's another pooch kick like the beginning of the game. We'll see if that's the same plan. And this one's on the ground, rolling around out there. A lot of area around. Got a north side taken to the outside.
Yeah, eventually forced out of bounds there by Rayshawn Huey.
Harvey getting a pretty good run back there. We're going to have decent field position. Looks like they're going to put it on about the 37-yard line. Vikings take over 1st and 10. Score tied. 4:39 left in this first period. Rigney handing off. Kelly on that one, getting about 3, maybe 4 yards. Now if they're moving it back on me now. So
got a few there before Eli Woody come flying in for the stop. They weren't afraid to run the football there on the first drive and cap that off with a 45-yard touchdown. They're going to look to contain Henry again.
Rigney keeping it himself. Penetration from the defense just put a damper on that play.
Yeah, Jeffrey Hairston really.
Hairston quickly getting across there.
Yeah, doing a great job. Big stop there.
Somebody else in there with him too. Right there, number 4, Gardner. Ryder Gardner making first contact.
Didn't wind up to be as big of a loss as it looked like out there, but gave him just a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and long.
Rigney back to pass. Finds a receiver out there open. It's hard. They're not going to.
Yeah, Ethan Yeary was there in coverage. Interesting on the spot, but hey, not going to argue with them too much there if you're an Eagles fan. So
it's a tough spot there. 4th down and 2, long 2.
Yeah, keeping the offense out on the field. Did just see
still trying to
like quite a bit of a jump there by the right guard. Is it? I think Derwin.
That's right.
Yeah, they tried to get that Caden switched up enough to get the Eagles to jump off, sort of shot themselves in the foot. But no big deal there. They'll still have 4th down. They will be kicking it away. Swanson back deep for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's tough. Once you get that hand down, you can't pick your head up and move that arm. So
Swanson taking it, a little bit of running room, trying to find an opening up on his side of the field. And I believe that was meant to come this direction.
Yeah.
It looked like it.
And we'll tell you what, I know homecoming's later tonight, but the dance is on the field. He was pretty shifty there, and like you said, looked like return was on right, and then a couple side steps, slide to the left, and there he goes, right up the field.
There was a couple of great blocks on there too that broke him open. That was really good block.
They didn't just roll over when their play was blown apart. Did a great job of coming back and picking up a couple of good blocks out there, moving them out to about the 44-yard line. Vikings.
Hey, he's still on his feet. There's nobody in front of him, but
it's Huey.
Yeah.
Huey out, getting a quick start off of the line of scrimmage here. See that hole open up?
Breaks a tackle. Eventually gets chased down from behind by number 23.
I know it's early, but we've already had 2 explosive plays on offense for the Eagles.
Workman finally running him down, but not until Huey gets down inside the 15-yard line to the 14-yard line. 1st down and 10. That is a Gore Custom Embroidery 1st and 10.
Big missed tackle there.
Huey picking up another 6 yards. If they give him all of that, he slid a long ways after his knee hit the ground. So they're not going to give him all of that. It'll be 3rd down.
And we're going to have a flag here on Northside. Looks like the officials having a little extra conversation with one of the young men out there in yellow. And
your officials are Ty Hamilton, the referee, Daniel Berger, umpire Jeff Kinsey, John Bumberger, Tim Hess, Jimmy Colvin, Angelo Kent, clock operator Connor Gump, play clock operator is Philip Bruce. And all your good calls, bad calls, and questionable calls are brought to you by the blind guys, budget blinds that is.
Yeah, looks like
the Eagles going to be moving on inside the 5-yard line.
Big unsportsmanlike right there for the Vikings. It's a big point of emphasis by the VHSL this year. If you're not the captain, you shouldn't have anything to say to the officials.
Huey.
I think they jumped off sides, guys.
Offside penalty indicated against Northside.
We'll see that you're right, the Northside team jumping offside. That's not going to be a very long penalty.
No, it does get a 1st down, though, for the Eagles. So you're going to see the rest of the sticks go down and the yard marker's still out there, but it brings up 1st and goal here with 1.5 minutes left to go in the 1st quarter.
Farm Credit, 1st down and goal. Oh, whoa, over Winston.
Big snap.
Got a dangerous situation here. Huey, the only one that can catch him, and he doesn't do it.
We've only got 1 flag down on the field. It's going to be back towards the 40-yard line on Northside sideline. May have a blocking in the back on the return team that will save this touchdown.
That would be a terrible break.
Let's see here.
Might be a sideline warning, too. Sometimes that happens on the.
That's true. Yeah, big play.
It is. That's what it is, a sideline warning. So that will not bother anybody. That's their 1st one. And that will be a touchdown.
98-yard fumble return.
98-yard fumble return for a touchdown. My goodness.
Vikings taking advantage of that high snap over Winston Davenport's head. He couldn't get a handle on it after it got past him.
Tough bounce for the Eagles there.
I think it was Kevon Brown that picked that one up. Is that correct? 20? Brown?
Take your spot on that one there, Mike.
13-7. Vikings with a big break there. Fight. It's up. And it's good. Score is 14-7 with 1 minute and 7 seconds left here in this first quarter. Eagles behind, trailing 14-7. You're watching Eagle football right here on Cable 12.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or agricultural, family-owned Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane is here for all of your heating and appliance needs. Come check out our new state-of-the-art showroom, showcasing a full line of propane appliances, including gas heaters and logs. All propane tanks and gas installations are performed by employees trained and certified through the National Propane Gas Association. Don't let winter catch you by surprise this year. Give us a call today at 483-7726 or visit us on the web at redwoodfuel.com.
I'm Dean Stone, manager at Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, and we invite you to come see what we have to offer in our new showroom.
Swanson Deep got a whistle, got an offside call from our good men in stripes. Well, back the Northside Viking team back 5 yards. They'll try that again. They're trying to jump the starting gate. Should give the Eagles another 5 yards on their field position. And we talked a little bit about it at the break. It's very few of those miscues from center to quarterback this year for the Eagles. That just one happened to be a bad time, and the Northside team able to pick it up and run it all the way back for a touchdown.
Couldn't have been any worse timing. I mean, Northside on that drive had done everything they could to get Franklin County as close to the goal line. You know, they some undisciplined penalties there for the Vikings, but hey, they capitalized. We'll give them that 98-yard touchdown fumble return. We'll see what Franklin County responds with.
Another little pooch kick. Swanson able to pick it up. He's coming back this direction. I'm sorry, that's Tristan Wright.
Tristan Wright returning the kickoff for the Eagles.
Tristan Wright trying to get them to call a face mask there, and I tell you, that may not have been face mask, but it like to jerk his head off.
It was mighty close if it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was definitely calling for it after, but never seen him change a call at that point. If the flag hadn't come out by then, probably not going to get one. But, hey, big, long field to make a big sustained drive on, starting on the 19. Got a minute to go here in the first quarter. So should see a couple plays before they go ahead and switch into the second.
Rigney trying to ramble for a couple of yards.
Troy Collins and Hayden Hutchinson in on that play for the Vikings.
Come up with about 4 long yards. Be second down and 6 for the Eagles.
The Vikings haven't shown much in the way of stopping the Eagles so far here in the first quarter. First 2 drives, they've been able to go right down the field.
Winston
Big pass.
Geary down here wide open. Geary getting across the 30-yard line. I think they're going to mark it right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, big 40-yard reception there for Geary. Moves them right on down the field. Just as we were talking about, they've kind of had their way on offense here tonight. We see a big pass over the top for Geary. First they've looked that way. Hey, what happens on a week after David Casey gets the football 3 times is they're all keying on Casey, and it leaves guys like that wide slam open. So
right.
They capitalized on that and moving down the field here pretty quickly.
Definitely is. That's a Kiefer Building LLC 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And that's the end of the first quarter. Northside leading 14-7. You're watching Eagle football right here on Cable 12.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I will be happy to help you hunt for something different.
This touchdown almost broke away. Rigney finding some running room up the middle. Enough to move the chains.
Yeah, 23-yard run there.
There you see on the Bob Parcell Realtor replay. Virginia Title Center 1st and 10.
Down here looking for another big score. Had a nice drive last and ended in that fumble return.
Rigney again up the middle, finding another opening,
yeah,
just shy of the goal line.
They're going to go ahead and give him the touchdown.
Oh.
Yeah, he kept those wheels turning and wound up in there. Well, that's one quality I think you can give that young man. He really, really pumps those legs hard.
Let's look at the replay right here. Big hole. And Rigney doing a good job of, you're right, he's still driving it in, and they'll bring the Eagles to within 1. Gearman will be trying to tie it up here. It's up. And it's good. Eagles tied up at 14. Gearman punching it through. 11 minutes, 23 seconds left here. Just getting started in this quarter. You're watching Eagle football right here on Cable 12.
Powering your home with propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Long ago, Carillion Clinic made a promise to be here every moment. That means the moment you need care, and every other moment too. Because by providing tools, support, and guidance to take charge of your health on your terms, we're helping you live better every day. Carillion Clinic is right here for you from moment one.
German. German teeing it up out there, getting ready to kick it off. He's kicking it deep, back for the still up and going. Eagles finally bring it down. You see that's Jaden Cole. Northside will take over 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. 11 minutes, 15 seconds left here in this first half. Got a lot of stuff going on at halftime.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit in the pregame show with homecoming week. You never know how big of a distraction that's going to be to your team. And so far, so good for the Eagles.
Rigney out to Kelly, finding a little bit of running room outside. Takes him out of bounds at about the 32.
Kelly with the ball, pushed out of bounds.
31 maybe.
Second down, 6.
Watch for that slot going in motion. There he goes. Oh, that was the play.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to get a flag on that from which side. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, 2 or 3 backs moving back there at one time.
Yeah,
that was a mess.
Yeah, there was a lot of movement on both. I mean, look yonder. Goodness gracious.
That was supposed to have been King's. He was supposed to took it from the center there.
It was fortuitous for Franklin County they didn't throw that flag.
Yeah.
And kill it.
Would have been some opportunity there for some dirty laundry, but instead Northside finds themselves behind the chains here.
Ooh,
nice screen.
Rigney.
Yeah, big middle screen.
Kelly, finding Kelly for a first down. He's going to be spotted out just inside the 50-yard line, the 48-yard line. You see it on the replay. Kelly finding an opening, and Rigney fired that one from about 10 feet away. Kelly doing a good job of snagging it. Rigney out here to Harvey. Harvey getting around the outside, finding some running room. He's in the 15-yard line.
Still stayed in bounds. He did his best balancing act before he was eventually pushed out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to spot this ball at. Danced quite a bit down there.
Yeah, Michael Harvey walking that tightrope.
They're actually going to spot that about 20 yards shorter than where he eventually wound up.
So he didn't walk a tightrope quite as well as I thought.
Not as tight as he could have.
And he's Rigney keeping this one, finding an opening out there. He's getting across in for the touchdown. Outrun David Casey. He can move.
He's pretty fast if he can do that.
That's right. Here you see him breaking outside Rigney. Plenty of room out there. Northside coming back quickly. Score 20-14 with 9:46 left here in the first half.
Yeah, just trading jabs at this point, and pretty quick on the scoreboard for both teams here in the second quarter.
Got a whistle. Got an offside on Franklin County. So fight. They declined it, so they'll take the point after. So that'll be 21-14. Northside going back up, just back and forth, guys. Exciting game here, 21-14. You're watching Franklin County Eagles football here on Cable 12.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or agricultural, family-owned Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane is here for all of your heating and appliance needs. Come check out our new state-of-the-art showroom, showcasing a full line of propane appliances, including gas heaters and logs. All propane tanks and gas installations are performed by employees trained and certified through the National Propane Gas Association. Don't let winter catch you by surprise this year. Give us a call today at 483-7726 or visit us on the web at redwoodfuel.com.
I'm Dean Stone, manager at Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, and we invite you to come see what we have to offer in our new showroom.
Fight has it teed up again. Been busy, both of these kickers, Gilman and Fight. Finally kicking it off deep. Swanson back. Or is that right? It is right. Right, trying to get around for his blockers.
I believe they got a face mask on that one against Northside, looked like.
I saw something that looked like a flag over there. I don't know if that's what that is or not.
Look on the replay. See how his head went.
Ooh.
I mean,
we'll see what that is called.
What I know.
That's a big one, too, would be my guess.
I would say so.
Not going to let them off with the 5-yarder on that one. So we have seen that a little bit from Northside here tonight. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties. What I've got, Derwin. I don't know if you've got any more than that, but they do have a young football team, so you expect to see a little bit of that here. But 6 already with not even a quarter and a half play, and we're on pace for another.
Well, that's not nearly as much. I think we had 15 at halftime last week, but who knows?
Knows what's in store.
That's right. Davenport handing it off. That's Huey not getting anything. Big number 44, Hutchinson, across the line quickly for the Northside team.
Yeah, brought down pretty quickly in the backfield there. It's going to bring up second and around 12 from the looks of it.
Davenport calling the signals. He's back to pass, looking for somebody in the open. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, threw it just where his guy could get it, but just a tad over keeping it in bounds. But, hey, worth the effort there on 2nd and 12. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12. And, hey, what we've seen over the last couple of weeks, there are plays in the playbook that can get this. It's not just 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And, you know, Coach has been able to air it out here with his group of great quality backs and receivers. So 3rd and 12 is not out of the reason here. Ball's on the ground again.
He picked it up. That's a good break there for the Eagles.
Got it up back around midfield, but not quite enough for the first down. So Northside keep the offense out on the field on 2 4th downs earlier in the game. We'll see what Coach Edwards decides to do here.
Jeffrey Hairston finding a little seam back there, and he goes to it. Good job of receiving there from Hairston to find that opening, and of course Davenport finding him as well.
The ball was in the air a while.
It was.
It ain't duck season.
No.
Oh,
okay. It wasn't a lame duck. Okay, wide open. That's Huey out there by himself. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's Muse.
Found Muse there in the flats, and that one able to connect on there, move the chains, and had to go through the air.
Two receivers out there.
So they were expecting maybe a little bit on the ground. Instead, went to the air and new set of sticks and can regroup here.
That's an Angie McGee, Franklin County home team. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Davenport calling the signals. Huey taking it up the middle, a big hole.
Yeah, he hit that hole hard, Mike, and hey, it looks like he rattled up about 15 yards there on the ground, leaped over an opposing player who was there. We'll see here just how fast he hits it on the replay. He jumped over his own player. Yeah.
Huey didn't let up when he reached the tackler either. He just lowered his head and went into him. That is a Davenport Energy 1st down and 10.
Big run there and great shot by cameraman Brody Oakes down there on the field.
Absolutely. Getting a few yards there.
Up around the 1st down mark. I'm not quite sure he got it, but going to be around 9 yards there on the ground.
Huey picking up about a yard shy of the 1st down. 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, seen a heavy ground attack here tonight. It's really been working for the Eagles, but hadn't been afraid to go through the air. Seen some big yards. That aspect of the game as well. Franklin County a dual threat here.
It's Huey again, not finding anything there, backing up and taking another shot at it.
Yeah, we've said this time and time again, Mike. He keeps those legs going, and you know it wasn't there, and he just kept going. Little engine that could.
His offensive lineman picked him up by the seat of the pants and flipped him around. So here's one.
Yeah, so get on over here.
Good working together.
Yeah, they've got this play in the NFL right now. I don't know if you've seen the Eagles play much. They call it the tush push.
Oh, is that what
the offensive line just grab there and push them where they want them to go? Yeah. Saw a little bit of that there.
Rhodes Ferguson, attorneys at law, 1st and 10, and Winston finding an opening. Got a flag.
Ball's
on
now
the play.
Been pulled loose.
There is a flag on the play, and I think Davenport was already down when that came out, but we'll see what the call is.
Looks like they're going to be calling a face mask here on the Vikings, if I read hand signals correctly.
I think that's what you got. That'll be half the distance of the goal, and it ain't much distance to the goal, about 5 yards.
Not much you can take there, yeah.
We'll be inside the 2.5 yard line.
So had plenty of green grass there to run. He went ahead and kept the football, and at the end of the play was able to get a little bit of extra there on the face mask, and it's going to be 2nd and inches.
Davenport bringing his team up. That's Huey. A little bit of running room, and that's all he needs. Huey, touchdown. With 5 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the 1st half. Scores now 20-21. Huey running over defenders right and left. Gearman will be in the game to try to tie it up. Snap is down, it's up, and it's good. Score is tied, 21-21. You're watching Eagle football here on Cable 12.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to our community. 100% owned and operated, offering you the traditional historical Lynch Connor Bowman and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of one white dove, one memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
Gearman teeing it up for the Eagles. Score tied 21-21. Exciting game, guys. I tell you, it's been a good first half of, well, let's say good. It's been an exciting first half of football.
Yeah, 21-21 with 5:50 to go in the second quarter. If you like offense, then it's your kind of game. If you're that whole defense wins championships mentality, not much of that, and going to go for an onside kick here. Didn't recover it, but hey, that we've seen two. We saw the pooch kick on the opening kickoff, and now an onside here, knotted up 21-21. That does give Northside a shorter field to play with, though, Mike.
Yeah, Riker Workman must be a soccer player. He caught that one with his foot and fell down on it. Good. That's not only good hands, that's good feet out there on that hands line. Going to give Northside good field position at the 46, 47-yard line. With 5 minutes, 49 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, only took them, looks like 4 plays here on that last drive. Had 3 really big ones, two 30-yard passes, receptions through the air, and then Rigney for the touchdown, 25 yards. He's going to the air big here, Mike.
Harvey.
Oh my goodness.
Tough luck there.
Yeah, Michael Harvey there on the other end of it on the streak right down the field.
That's unusual. Harvey not able to connect on this one. That one back deep, in and out. Good camera work, guys.
Pretty pass. Pretty pass.
Good job, Jamie. That's showing it to us as it is.
They don't call him the eye in the sky for nothing.
Right. That's right.
Jamie keeping us glued to the football there. Brings up 2nd and 10, but hey, why not look to the air?
That's right. Kelly up the middle. That sure surprised everybody. I'm sure Coach Fisher will not forget that play, and you may see that later on this ball game.
Yeah, they're going to circle that one for, hey, we could go back to that later in the game. We're probably not going to do it anytime soon, but definitely had his man beat down the sideline, and Angel Rigney showed that, hey, I'm not just fast on the ground. I can air this one out too. I mean, from where he was standing, we're looking at about a 50-yard pass through there.
Rigney back to pass again. No time. No time.
Jeffrey Hairston there on the sack. Lots of pressure there by the Eagles defense, and that's going to bring up a 4th and long, and the punt team is on the field for the Vikings.
Here you see it on the replay. No time there. I tell you, good defensive rush there. Sam David, the first guy there, went right by Rigney. Then Hairston making contact and bringing him down. Got a punt in lieu.
Big Northside Vikings bounce there.
Swanson getting out of the way of that one. A break there for the Vikings. That ball will be spotted inside the 15-yard line, on the 14-yard line. Franklin County will take over 1st and 10 with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half. Score tied.
Yeah, big first half here. We've seen some sluggish starts from Franklin County, and that was one of the things as I was looking this week. It said, hey, on these games that we know they're going to be good football games, Franklin County's come out a little slow. They really need to strike early, get started early tonight, and they've done that. They're not waiting until the second half to pull the offense out of the rabbit out of the hat there. They've started early here, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field by Northside.
Northside taking their timeout. We'll take one, too. You're watching Eagle football right here on Cable 12.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
Davenport handing off to Rigney. Rigney out to about the 20-yard line, but you see that laundry there on the field. We'll see what that call is. All your good calls, bad calls, and questionable calls brought to you by the Blind Guides.
Another face mask on Northside.
That will give the Eagles a big respite from that hole they were in back there.
Yeah, not just a 5-yarder there either. Went ahead and got the big one.
Oh, look at that big crowd. They're getting a twofer here tonight. You're going to have a good football game for one, and then all of the homecoming 2023 activity is going to be up here in about 3 minutes, 55 seconds of game time.
Yeah, great weather here tonight too, Mike.
Absolutely.
Just wonderful evening for football. Hitting the backfield early. Looks like he's going to have a back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Rigney, nobody out there to block on that particular situation. No gain on that one. Urey bringing in the play for the Eagles.
Clock's winding down. We're under 3.5 minutes here to go in the first half. Franklin County did defer, so they're going to get the football to start the second half. You get a touchdown here and you get the football back. Puts a little bit of pressure on Northside. If you're the coach, hey, we got to get a stop here, guys. Get them off the field.
And plenty of time, 3 minutes, 12 seconds, and the pass. Receiver covered like a glove down there.
Yeah, had Jayshon Rigney out there, and if we get a replay here, I think you're going to see that it was pretty close, but right through his hands. And
I think that was
get
Gibson.
another look at it.
I think Gibson on the coverage right here. Oh, we had to, they used to call face guarding, but I don't know that that's a call anymore.
No, I would say that's just called good coverage these days. They don't really let them put their hands on them a whole lot, so you got to give the corner something. At some point, you got to have a little bit of football in there.
He might have been making faces at him. You don't know.
No telling what the kids do these days.
Right. Davenport rolling out to pass, looking for his only receiver out here. It's intended for Jacob Mullins. And there's a flag out there again.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back incomplete passes. It'll be interesting.
Got a holding on Franklin County. That'll move them back 10.
Well, do you think they decline this one, Mike? Yeah. Going to go ahead and bring up 4th and 10 with the decline holding penalty there. We will see the punt team come on with right under 3 minutes to go in the half. And like we were just saying, Mike, if you're Northside, you got to get them off the field because they're going to get the football back in the second half.
And that's right, but there's a lot of time still left here in this first half, 2 minutes, 59 seconds, and it's been creeping off of the clock. Gardner back to kick.
Big punt.
Big defensive play there. Good special teams.
Yeah, good tackle by Caleb Smith there. Was able to bring him to the ground without any big gain. Had it fairly covered. That young man's shifty. Was able to bring him onto the ground there. Good job, Caleb Smith.
Is that Slash? Could not tell on that.
Yeah, we got a good shot of Jeffrey Hairston there out there playing along with the band on the drums.
There you go.
Drumming up a little support here late in the first half.
A lot of pressure, just 21-21.
No pressure at all. No pressure.
No pressure.
There was another flag. I never saw the flag, but they've got them for probably a block in the back or something. I never saw the flag, but they marked it off.
Yeah, didn't get an explanation there. And
Yeah,
Northside really continues to rack up the penalties here tonight.
That's a secret, I guess.
Yeah, sweet play there doesn't go for much. A lot of east and west action, as we saw a little earlier there, for a gain of around 3.
That play has been very successful for the Northside Vikings team, and Harvey running it has been especially useful for that Vikings team. But the Eagles have seen some film this week, looks like.
Yeah, I think they're well prepared here for this game, even on homecoming, with all the distractions that you could have. Doing a great job here in the first half. So Maury Simon there for the Eagles on the tackle.
Yeah, Kelly not able to get but a couple.
I think we got a timeout.
I think that is a Franklin County timeout.
Yes.
And that'll be their first time out of the half. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the first half. Ball game's tied up at 21. You're watching Eagle football here on Cable 12.
Powering your home with propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Long ago, Carillion Clinic made a promise to be here every moment. That means the moment you need care, and every other moment too. Because by providing tools, support, and guidance to take charge of your health on your terms, we're helping you live better every day. Carillion Clinic is right here for you from moment one.
Rigney back to pass. Ooh, just missed his receiver.
Yeah, David Casey there in coverage, and
that was intended for Workman.
Yeah, it took a lot of time to get that play in. They were looking over to the coach, trying to get exactly the right hot route they were looking for, and hey, didn't quite come through for Northside, but also didn't go right into David Casey's hands either, which you get that man looking the other direction pretty quickly, and it could be 6.
The right tackle moved twice while he was doing all that.
Yeah, a little interesting on that.
Swanson back deep for the Eagles. 2 minutes and 3 seconds, still some time here for the Eagles to get this ball back and do something with it. Swanson.
Returnable ball here, Mike.
Ooh, nice play out there by the north side. Number 20, that is Brown. Quickly down for coverage. Good special teams coverage there for the Vikings.
Yeah, for it to be 21-21, Mike, Northside's had to punt the ball 3 out of their 5 possessions. So really interesting there, but scored 2. And then 1 on the fumble recovery for 98 yards. So that
big plays.
Been a couple big drives there, but for the most part, the Eagles have been able to contain them. Franklin County's last drive ended with a punt, but they do have 2 minutes to go here.
Davenport to Huey. Huey trying to find some room outside. Can't get anything. 3 Vikings met him at the corner.
Sounds like the start of a bad joke. 3 Vikings met an Eagle on the corner.
I guarantee it's a bad joke if I told it.
won't be knee slapping good. So we
That's
got a
right.
little under a minute and a half here.
Second down and 8. Davenport back to pass, looking for Casey deep. And
untouched into the end zone.
You knew if it got in his hands.
59-yard touchdown pass to David Casey. Strikes big here before halftime.
Well, thinking back to pregame, we sort of expected this. Look at Casey pulling away from the defender. And, he didn't wave bye-bye. Just over the look at that shot. Brody down there on top of it.
Yeah, big play here.
Gearman down and it's up, and it looks plenty good. Eagles go out 28-21. You're watching Eagle football here on Cable 12.
Is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or agricultural, family-owned Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane is here for all of your heating and appliance needs. Come check out our new state-of-the-art showroom, showcasing a full line of propane appliances, including gas heaters and logs. All propane tanks and gas installations are performed by employees trained and certified through the National Propane Gas Association. Don't let winter catch you by surprise this year. Give us a call today at 483-7726 or visit us on the web at redwoodfuel.com.
I'm Dean Stone, manager at Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, and we invite you to come see what we have to offer in our new showroom.
Gearman got it teed up. He's rolling one back to the back line. That's Christopher King looking for some running room out there. Good block out in front of him.
Yeah, big block out there. Had a lineman right where he needed him. Just needed a couple more.
Well, guys, big opportunity here for the Eagles getting that score with a minute left. Of course, now this half is not over yet. So we're taking that into consideration.
That's right, yeah.
But
Casey's become a real weapon now.
Sure has. The adjustment of the game is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Chiropractic. What do you think these Eagles are going to do coming out after halftime, after all of that hoopla that happens during halftime? What do you guys see as the adjustments that these coaches will make?
Well, I think if it's me, depends on who's on the homecoming court. We don't have a list of that here tonight. So depending on who's on your court, it may just be let's get everybody back and focused on the game. I'm not sure we're making too many wholesale adjustments after a first half where the offense has really done a good job. Other than the 98-yard fumble return, we've seen 2 drives that Northside's been able to put together. So if you're the Franklin County defense, not sure if we're doing anything big there either. If I'm Northside, you've got some things you got to work on. You know the snap count, so make sure that we're not jumping off sides and put that shoulder pad on the young man instead of grabbing a hold of face masks. They've had a lot of penalties here in the first half. That doesn't do yourself any favors at all. So I think a couple of those. And at some point, Franklin County's got a lot of weapons out on that field right now, and they're using every single one of them. That's tough to defend.
Well, and that's a lot. You mentioned a lot about the Northside team. A lot of young mistakes is what we've seen there, and coaches just have to grow through that. I know, and they know. I think we counted like 5 seniors on the roster.
It's not called growing pains for nothing.
That's right. But they have got a lot of talent, and there goes one of them. Could be almost broke that one loose. Let's see who that was. That was Rigney.
Eventually brought down by Jeffrey Harrison, but big run there by Rigney. See him put his foot in the ground and just keeps that momentum going upfield. We got 38 seconds left to go here in the half, not without reason. Going to see a timeout, I think, by Coach Edwards.
Yeah, and that's that adjustment of the game, and that's sort of what it is. You see improvement every week with these teams, especially these young teams, and Northside has lots of weapons out there as well. Maybe not as developed as these Eagles, but they are using what they have and lots of speed to come with it. Doctors Marlene Skillen and Dr. Kim Skillen at Rocky Mount Chiropractic are poised to take care of all your chiropractic needs. Rocky Mount Chiropractic is located on 546 Pell Avenue, right here in Rocky Mount, Virginia, right across from us. We can see it from here. That joint's really jumping. They have been helping their clients for nearly 30 years. Their goal is to make that pain go away. They'll find the problem and correct it. For all your auto accidents, work accidents, sports injuries, just to mention a few, call for an appointment at 540-352-4432 or go to Rocky Mount Chiropractic, 546 Pell Avenue, for all your chiropractic needs. Rocky Mount Chiropractic, they'll help you get your head on straight.
Yeah, lots of pressure there by the Eagles defense. Jeffrey Hairston coming up with the big stop. Looks like we're going to see another timeout here with 25 seconds left to go in the first half.
Well, time is not the friend of these Northside Vikings. They would love to get another score before halftime just to bring it back even. Especially, as you say, guys, this Franklin County team deferred at their coin toss, and they get the ball back quickly. And, we've seen in past situations, we've seen them not come out quite as focused as some games. And but we'll see what happens there. We'll get this 25 seconds off of the board, and the Northside team would sure love to put it across the goal line.
Well, they're 2 wins on the season. They've been a second half team, and so we see them come out and open up with 28 points already here in the first half. You put that full game together, and you're talking about some serious offensive numbers. Batted down here, and it looks like it could be. Oh, my goodness, instead of intercepted.
Rigney.
Put right back into Rigney's hands. Are going to have a flag.
That was a late flag, too.
Not even sure what we're going to call this one.
I don't either, but now someone else in the between a face mask against Franklin County. And that will be a break for the Northside team. I knew that he wasn't a legal receiver because it touched the defender's hand.
Yeah, the tip drill was in full force there, and then afterwards, tough to tell there by the replay on the face mask, but they saw something we didn't, and that puts them under 10 seconds on the clock. Going to have to get a play off here if you're Northside.
We talked about that a little earlier, that Northside had several of those mistakes, but Franklin County coming up with one here, and could be a with 6 seconds left, could be a opportunity for this Viking team to make good of the extra seconds they have.
They're going to take their third and final timeout of the half here with 6 seconds left to go. They're going to get together and talk about a play that they may have that they can get, 18, 20 yards on. And you get to this end of the field, it gets a lot tougher inside the red zone, a lot more defenders there. So we'll see. They've got plenty of offensive options.
They got a kicker on out there who's going to try a
35-yard. All right.
35-yard.
The quarterback's the holder.
So need to keep an eye on that. There's all sorts of trickery that can come from these. He is going to kick it. It's up.
It is up.
Not quite enough. It's going to be no good with 1 second left to go on the clock.
Showing a lot of confidence in that Northside kicker there. You see the weather coming down out there. And that might have had something to do with it, but 1 second, 1.3 seconds left in this first half. And So that's sort of a, did you expect a try for a field goal in that situation, Derwin?
No, they have explosive players. I didn't know they had a kicker that was capable. A lot of the high school teams don't, but with those explosive athletes out there, I thought they would throw something towards the end zone, honestly.
Well, I expected Rigney to take it on as he called his own number, but you know how that is. I don't know anything.
Well, they had some risky play calls early in the first half. In the first quarter, we saw them go for it on 4th down 2 times. Like you said, you've got the offensive weapons there. Didn't expect them to run the field goal team out, but, hey, they looked to get 3 points. Didn't come up with it. It's going to bring us into halftime here on homecoming. Going to get some fun festivities going here. We've got a packed house for the Eagles. And it's going to be a little bit longer halftime, 20-minute half if you're here just for the game, not for the show, but going to bring up homecoming here.
Right, and we'll get to all of that. We'll give it over to Steve Angle for all of the action here on Cable 12. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Franklin County High School Homecoming Court of 2023. These students had the honor of being nominated by their peers for their role in the court. We'll begin first with the freshmen, the class of 2027. May I present Samantha McKay and Tyler Fouts. Jada Hairston and Reed McKelvin. Brooke Weaver and Colton McGuire. Rachel Worley and Mitch Elwell. Mackenzie Oakes and Jonathan Olvera. Ladies and gentlemen, your freshman homecoming court. Now for your sophomores, the class of 2026, Brooke Hamlin and Colby Belcher. J.C. Sawyers and Landon Divers. Nadia Gutierrez Arnold and Quincy Pruitt. Emmeline Davis and Tyler Powell. Kennedy Cooper and Isaiah Carter. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your sophomore court. Now for the juniors, the class of 2025. We have Lauren Henry and Merle Witcher. Maggie Hypes and Jamari Dudley. Carmen Taylor and Jesse Scott. Madison Ingram and Hayden Jamison. Muna Siegel and Jeff Hairston. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your junior court. Now, please welcome the senior class, the class of 2024. Talea Holland and David Casey. Olivia Chitwood and Jayshawn Rigney. Zanaya Craghead and Ethan Cole. Casey Holland and Gavin Hall. Annika Carter and Braden Hoffman. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your senior homecoming court members. Let's have a big round of applause for all the members of the 2023 homecoming court at Franklin County High School. Now let's meet the prince and princess for each class. Beginning with the freshmen. Your homecoming prince is Reed McKelvin. And your homecoming princess is Mackenzie Oakes. For the sophomore class, the homecoming prince is Isaiah Carter. Your homecoming princess is Nadia Gutierrez Arnold. The junior class, the homecoming prince is Jamari Dudley. And the homecoming princess is Muna Siegel. And now for the senior class, honored by being selected by their peers to represent the class of 2023. Your homecoming prince for the class of 2023 is Ethan Cole. And your homecoming princess is Talayla Holland. Ladies and gentlemen, your prince and princess for each class. Now the big moment you've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 homecoming king is David Casey. Your 2023 homecoming queen is Zanaya Craighead. Congratulations to our homecoming king, David Casey, and our homecoming queen, Zanaya Craighead. Now for Franklin County High School's Miss Cheerleader 2023 is chosen by our squad. She's a third-year member of varsity cheerleading and was selected as captain by our teammates this year. She's a very skilled athlete who is exceptional at stunning in jumps. She's extremely committed to her team, always present and working hard at conditioning, practice, games, and competitions. She's constantly looking for new stunts to try, and she has taught many new cheers and dances to her teammates. She's a true team player who always encourages her teammates and fills in whenever she is needed. She has participated in multiple community activity service projects as an Eagle cheerleader, including the Rotary Independence Festival, Fill the Bus for Franklin County Public Schools, and numerous youth clinics and elementary school pep rallies. She not only excels as an athlete, but as a student as well. And she's an exceptional role model for her peers. Presenting her award is Miss Cheerleader 2022, Madison Holland. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cheerleader 2023 is Casey Holland. Congratulations, Miss Cheerleader Casey Holland. Now for Mr. Football. Let me tell you something about him. Mr. Football 2023 is voted on by his teammates as a 3-year letterman and starter at outside linebacker and tight end for the Eagles, and has received many all-district and all-region accolades for his performance at these positions. He was voted as one of the 2 team captains for this year by his peers and has earned an athletic scholarship to the College of William & Mary, where he plans on studying business. Through his hard work and disciplined approach to everything, he has attained an impressive 4.07 GPA as a student at Franklin County. is one of the hardest workers and strongest pound-for-pound players in the weight room. He has made a great name for himself and his family in the community. Presenting this year's trophy to this year's winner is Mr. Football 2022, Jalen Lee. We'll await Mr. Football's entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Mr. Football, number 8, Haven Mullins. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to our homecoming king, David Casey, our homecoming queen, Zaniyah Craighead, Miss Cheerleader, Casey Holland, and Mr. Football, Haven Mullins. Let's give a final round of applause for all our homecoming court members for 2023. Thank you for everything that you do for Franklin County High School.
Northside kicking off to Franklin County.
He might have a lane there, too.
Yeah, going to get the football back here to start the second half. A lot of offense there in the first half. Derwin got a few stats here. We can start to say.
I've unofficially, obviously, 150 yards passing for Franklin County, 146 rushing for 296, and then 127 yards rushing for Northside, and a total of 202. And then you've got the 98-yard fumble recovery, so that puts it about even.
Yeah, we were chatting there at the half. A lot of teams would be pretty satisfied with that for a whole game.
Oh, yes.
A lot of Franklin County fans, if you told them that was a game of stats, they'd probably be pretty happy with that.
Rigney handing off up the middle, out to the 45-yard line. Franklin County now second down and 7 yards.
Yeah, I think we counted 10 football players out there for homecoming here, so not a lot of time at the half. So as we were discussing those halftime adjustments.
Rigney again. Got a flag, a whistle.
Yeah, got a flag and a whistle, so more than likely this one's going to be on Franklin County.
The officials brought to you by the blind guys. Did anybody see a
what did they do?
See a call there. It's placing the ball on the 45-yard line for the Eagles. Will be second down and 6. There's no change that I've seen.
Not quite sure I understand fully what's going on here.
I think we had a flag, but I don't know what the whether there was a penalty or not.
As Daddy would say, paint or get off the ladder, boys. It's time to go.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that one before. That's pretty good.
That's the clean version.
Yeah, I got
That's
you.
the clean version.
Got a little bit of discussion. Like I say, all you good calls, bad calls, and questionable calls, which this falls into that category, I would say. Brought to you by the Blind Guys, Budget Blinds, for all your window covering needs. Call Doug at Budget Blinds.
Well, they decided to put it back in his pocket. He got talked out of it, but
a lot of conferring there. A lot of conferring.
Yeary running into play for the Eagles.
Those gentlemen
28 to 21 the score. Just starting into the third quarter.
I was like him. I thought the slot receiver got a head start on that play. But
got a hold.
And definitely have the pass interference. Got 2 sets of flags. And, hey, going to be real honest with you here. If I'm that defender, I'm probably doing the same thing.
That was a great touchdown or
a touchdown or a penalty. We're going to take a penalty every time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is one of the biggest flaws in the high school league calls that I see. That should be at least from the point of the flag instead of just go back and what is it, 10 or 15 yards?
I think you're going to probably get 15 here. But yeah, like you said, one of the bigger flaws in the high school game. That was a touchdown. Great. Great awareness by the defensive back. Let me go ahead and get this one pulled on back, and there's nothing Franklin County can do about it other than let's do it again.
That's right. Hand off to Rigney.
Running the ball hard downhill.
Wow. Rigney ended up down on the 30-yard line. That'll be another first down. That would be the Rhodes Ferguson Attorneys at Law. 1st and 10.
Yeah, they gave him 10 yards.
Yeah, went ahead and gave him the first down there. He was right there on it. Ran the ball super hard there. Mike, we talked about that big play there to Casey early. Said we might see that one again. Went back to it pretty quickly in the second half.
Sure did. Rigney picking up a good gain there. Going to be just outside of the 20-yard line.
I think he'll be just shy of another first down, so 9-yard gain there on the ground between the last two carries. It's been a 10-yard and a 9-yard carry for
we
young
wonder
man.
about this. Sometimes we wonder about their eyesight, but I think their eyesight the last couple of years have gotten a lot better. When's the last time we've had a measurement?
This is very true. We haven't seen one this year, and we're on how many games? 6. Still on his feet, headed to
Rigney.
Across the 5-yard line, rumbling around for a touchdown.
Rigney just kept going, taking that one on the
But we've got a flag, Mike.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Going to have a holding call on the Eagles after a big Jayshon Rigney run. We see here on the replay just rumbling, tumbling, as they used to say, and they're going to roll right on back.
Big Rigney finding a little bit of running room in there and making a lot of his own, but the ball is going to come back inside the 20s. Well, we'll find out where they're going to end up with this
where
one.
Where they stop, nobody knows.
Right, round and round we go. That'll be on the 31-yard line. That will be a big penalty there, taking the score off of the scoreboard, and that'll be a 2nd down and 11.
But that must have been on the line of scrimmage.
Some of those you wonder how big of a difference it actually made on the play.
Give it right back to him. Rigney getting down inside the 25-yard line.
Got another flag.
About on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, very close to where he was brought down. We'll see who this one's on now, Mike. And we joked, surely we can't beat last week.
Well, they had a head start on this game last week by this time, but they're making up ground quickly.
Gonna bring them back again.
Eagles moving back inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line.
So the first half, the Eagles were only penalized 4 times, already up to 2 here with, not just a few minutes into the second half. We'll definitely need to get that settled down for the rest of the first half if you're the Eagles O-line coach.
2nd down and 15. Davenport a little bit behind his receiver. That's Mullins, not able to reach behind him and reel that one in.
Yeah, had a double slant route going with both receivers there on the right-hand side and just wasn't able to hit one of the two. Both look pretty good options out there, but unable to haul it in. And, hey, going to be 3rd down and very long, 3rd down and 16. If you can pick up half the distance here, I think you're probably going to see 4th and going for it.
I would think so as well.
On this end of the field here.
Davenport calling the signals. Got a not much running room, but he's making it a little bit of something out of it. That's Caleb Smith.
Yeah, he actually got quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit of yardage there. As Derwin says, 11 on the ground. Looked like it might have been a designed halfback pass that turned into what they would call an RPO, so run pass option. He could either run it or he could throw it, and stuck with it on the ground. Going to be 4th and 5 here.
Like you said, you got more than half of it, so they're going for it.
Why not?
Davenport calling the signals. Hands it off to Rigney. Rigney up the middle, got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, he put his foot in the ground, cut right back up to the middle of the field and across the first down line. He goes, going to bring up a new set of sticks here. Watch a replay of this young man. Takes the handoff, plants, and boom. Runs right up the hallway for the first down.
American National Bank, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Knocking on the door inside the red zone. There's Rigney again. Good defensive play there by the Mandy. from the Vikings. Quickly stepping in there and filling that hole up.
Yeah, hadn't seen a lot of that on this drive, but if you're going to pick a time and you're the Vikings, now would be the time to definitely do it. As Franklin County gets closer and closer to the goal line. Looks like we're what on that 8-yard line or on the 8 or 9 yard line there, Mike?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Second down and 7. Rigney finding a hole. Wow.
Great vision there from 9 yards out.
Absolutely. Here you see it on the Bob Porcel reel to replay. Davenport to Rigney. Rigney cutting back and finding that hole. Nice hole there, guys.
Big opening drive of the second half. We see there's 7.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and was just a long, drawn-out drive. We saw a couple big penalties there, but Eagles bounced back from it.
Kick is up, and it is good. Score, Franklin County 35. The Vikings 21. You're watching Eagle football here on Cable 12.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
Eagles, there you see it. There you don't. 35-21. Gearman kicking off deep. Vikings taking it at the 10-yard line, finding a little running room. That hole closed up quickly. Eagles special teams doing their job out there. Vikings will take over on the 31-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, big long drive there for Franklin County to start the second half. We'll see what adjustments Northside made there at halftime. They had 20 minutes of time there since Franklin County's got homecoming here tonight. So quite a bit of time there to make some adjustments, get those guys a little bit of a breather, and we'll see what they come out with.
Rigney bringing his team out. Back there with him. We're finding the receiver over just a little bit low. Pass was a little low. I don't have that intended receiver's name on here.
They come out throwing on the first down.
Troy Collins is in the backfield with Rigney. Oh, Rigney meeting up with Ryder Gardner. Head up, and that's not a good matchup.
No, you'll see he come flying in here, Mikey.
You have to get that guy before he gets going, and that's exactly what he did.
Nothing going there. Ryder nipped that one in the bud pretty quickly. Going to bring up 3rd and really long, 3rd and 13 here after the big sack by Ryder Gardner.
Rigney getting his breath. He's back to pass. Finding a receiver. Harvey deck deep and had a stamp on his defender. Just couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, Gavin Hall there in coverage, and like he said, just couldn't make the connection. A little bit overthrown. Saw that big pass in the first half there in the second quarter and looked that direction again. Why not? And just a little overthrown.
Yeah, it was just a step. It wasn't much, but it's really hard to overthrow Harvey as fast as he is, too. Hey, Vikings getting ready to punt. Taking it on the 45-yard line. Juking a little bit, still moving.
Yeah, gonna have a later flag here. Coach Edwards is explaining that he didn't touch him, but I think we're gonna have a holding or blocking in the back call on Franklin County. Yeah, you see right here.
Swanson doing a good job of finding a little room out there, but all for naught. Eagles will start out 1st and 10. Deep in their territory, looks like. Back down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, big penalty there, but
what was that, guys? I missed it.
I think it's gonna what it wound up being was a block in the back call on Franklin County there. Yeah, could probably go either way on that, but that's why they're on the field.
There you go. Huey getting about 6 of those yards back. The 2nd down and 3 for the Eagles.
Yeah, clock continues to roll here with that being a running play, and seen quite a bit here on the ground throughout the game. Eagles hadn't been afraid to go to the air, but also haven't really needed to.
Davenport to Huey. Huey off his back leg there, doing a good job of cutting off of the, getting it out over the 40-yard line to be a 1st down. That will be a Angie McGee, Franklin County home team, 1st and 10.
Yeah, we saw that first drive of the second half was pretty much all ground game. We had the one pass that was brought back for pass interference. Really could have been a touchdown, but all on the ground there to start the second half. And
Huey again got another flag. Can't shake the tacklers right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think we're going to see offsides on the Vikings here. No whistle, so that tends to point the finger in the defense's direction.
You're right. It'll be a 5-yard pickup.
Northside's 11th penalty on the night.
Coach has a question here on whether he should take the penalty or the play. He's trying to add that one up. Nobody out there has a calculator, so we're in trouble. I think that will be going to take the 5 yards. So that'll be ball placed on the 46-yard line.
Well, it's either that or he didn't really forget about that blocking in the back call.
Oh, really?
Might have been having a little, hey, need a little help on that one, but it does bring up, what is it, 1st and 5 here for the Eagles.
That's what it says, 1st down and 5. Oh, got a
Ball's
loose
on the
ball.
ground. He does
Huey.
recover it.
Huey doing a good job of picking that one up. A short hop. You see it on the replay. Sort of hit an arm.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of issues with that here tonight, which has been kind of new for the Eagles. Haven't had a lot of issues with handling the football in the backfield, but did see a shot of the lights earlier tonight and had a little moisture coming down. I think that has stopped since the second half has started, but once you get a little glaze on that field, it keeps everything a little damp.
There's Huey again up the middle, still going. Huey getting enough for the 1st down, looks like. Still have not seen him move they're moving the chains now. First down and 10 for the Eagles. That will be a Maddie Law Firm, 1st and 10. Davenport bringing his team up to the line, handing off to Huey. Huey getting back to about the 45-yard line of the Vikings. Be a pickup of about 2 yards. Let's look and see if we like maybe a little face mask
could have been
action there.
Could have been a little bit there. You see on the replay, and a lot of penalties already here. 11 penalties on Northside here this evening. Franklin County with 7. So at some point you win and lose by that discipline game.
Huey finding a hole on the off tackle.
Yeah, lots of running room there for Huey. Drove the truck right on through that big hole.
You know, we have not mentioned it a lot tonight, but it goes without saying. Look at the offensive line all the way down blocking. Back in there, those linebackers see them coming, they take off the other way.
Yeah, you got to love that as a coach. You look up, and you've got a gaping hole, and you've got linemen up the field. So you got the best of both worlds. Sometimes you see those linemen up the field, and then your quarterback's laying on the back. That's not been the case here tonight. O-line is doing a great job getting those Vikings out of the trenches and getting on up to the linebackers at next level, and that's where those big plays can really come in at.
Absolutely, doing a great job on that offensive line, firing off out there. So much so that the score is 35-21. The Eagles with 2:45 left here in this quarter. The Viking player shook up. Looked like he's leaving on his own.
Yeah, always good to see those guys be able to walk on off the field.
It is.
Athletic training staff over there will take a good look at him, make sure he's okay. But, yeah, been a pretty fast third quarter here in Rocky Mount. All ground game, so that means the clock just ticks. And the opposite of the first half, which seemed like we were sitting up here for quite a while. Third quarter got started with a bang, and it's been all ground game here so far with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the third
It's
quarter.
Huey. He's been pounding it off tackle all night, feeling real comfortable with where that hole is opening up.
Yeah, another 12 yards there for Huey. Offensive line just making huge holes here and there up the field.
Yeah, 3 big linemen, 69,
right,
76.
Yeah. Hayden Jamison and Colby Hancock just roaring up there and paving a massive way for him.
Tell you know it's sort of a complicated offense when you got the center pulling.
Yeah, I will say a lot of times those centers, like, I got to do what? Other than snap the football? You're asking a whole lot for me to get it back here, Coach, and now I got to actually get up. Got to pull.
Got to pull. Yeah. I'll tell you, they're doing the job up there. Yeah, you see Huey getting 5 yards before anybody touches him.
Yeah, another 4 after that, and he's 9 yards up the field. It's actually 8 yards, 2nd and 2 here. Eagles driving late in the third quarter.
Davenport getting ready to call the signals for the Eagles. Huey been the workhorse here in this quarter, and he's the call this time.
Yeah, going to go ahead and get another first down for the Eagles after about a 4-yard gain. Looks like we have another Viking down here on the field.
A minute and 18 seconds left. You know, I tell you, it was really a good time for that for the Eagles to get that ball back after halftime. And I'm going to give the coaching staff, or whoever flipped that coin out there.
I'm sure they picked tails. You know, what do they say? Tails never fails.
Well,
yeah.
Whatever. They got a call for both of them, I'm sure.
Right,
but the
right.
perfect timing segment is brought to you by Christina Deffelball. Bridges and Company, 540-420-0485. Give her a call if now is the perfect time for you to buy or sell your single-family dwelling. Christina Deffelball. Christina.drealtor@yahoo.com. That's Christina Deffelball, 540-420-0485. Or email Christina.drealtor@yahoo.com. This perfect timing segment is brought to you by Christina Deffelball at Bridges and Company Realtors. We sure do appreciate all of our sponsors. Without you guys, there's just no way that we could bring this to you. And there you see Christina's perfect timing segment. Good job there, Jamie, fixing up these graphics for us. Got the Vikings still taking a little time there. They're giving them a breather. A minute and 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. There you see him getting up on his own. Good sign there. Eagles, 35-21, still knocking on the door. Still inside the 20-yard line. So like I say, I'm sorry.
A couple Blue Ridge District scores since this is the open tonight for the Blue Ridge. William Byrd, 21-7 over Fleming right now in the fourth quarter. That's a big game there in Roanoke. Bird's bounced back after a couple rough seasons. And, got a ball game there at Fleming. Stanton River at Botetourt tonight. Botetourt 56, Stanton River 6 in the fourth quarter.
No mercy.
No mercy from Botetourt.
Eagles. Huey dropped on about the 1-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 on the first down and goal on the 1-yard line. And that would be a farm credit, first and 10.
Closing in on the end of the third quarter here. We've got 50 seconds left to go in the third. Plenty of time for Franklin County to punch this one in before they put their fours up for the fourth quarter.
Huey back in the backfield. Don't you think they'll give it to him? Absolutely.
Well, as they say, ride the horse you came into town.
Exactly right. Dance with the one who brung you.
Yeah, and that's a more appropriate one for homecoming here tonight. Did they give him the touchdown? I'm not sure. I think they're on the 1-inch line.
Oh, my goodness.
On the 1-inch line, my Atlanta.
I'll give it to him again.
I think we're probably going to go ahead and get to the fourth quarter here. Coaches waving them over to the sideline. Into the third quarter, Franklin County 35, Northside 21. Been a good game of offense here in Franklin County.
And they're taking a break, and we'll take one too. You're watching Eagle football right here on Cable 12.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
Eagles on the goal line. Davenport taking it himself. There you see it on the Bob Parcell reel-to replay. Davenport following his big offensive line into the goal line.
Yeah, all ground here in the second half for Franklin County. Went to the air once, but hey, hadn't really needed to otherwise, and saw a heavy dose of Rayshon Huey on that last drive, Mike.
Absolutely, and that was working well, going off tackle, a big hole.
Got a flag.
Another flag. Gearman booting that one through with plenty of space on each side, but we'll see what this flag is all about. All your good calls, bad calls, and questionable calls. Brought to you by the blind guys. Daniel Berger out there. I coached him in youth baseball.
Some familiar faces.
He'll make the right call. We learned him right. Personal foul.
Offsetting personal fouls. One from Northside, one from Franklin County. We must have missed something there, Mike.
Well, yeah. Must have been a lot going on when we were talking about a ball game.
Yeah. Not sure why we do that.
I'll get off track. 42-21. Eagles leading this ball game. 11:55. One more quarter to go in the ball game. Gearman getting ready to kick off again. Guys, this 3 scores with the quickness, and they put up 3 scores really quickly the first half. Vikings not out of this ball game yet.
No, not out of the ball game, but Mike, so far here in the second half, we're in the fourth quarter. They've had 3 offensive plays in the second half. Franklin County has controlled the entire third quarter, had the entire clock, scored twice on that, had the opening kickoff, forced a quick 3 and out after incomplete, a sack, and things just didn't go well on the one drive that Northside had. Then got the football back again, and a very long drive here. Northside gets the ball to start the fourth quarter. Maybe it'll be a tale of 2 quarters here in the second half, but another 3 and out would not bode real well for the Vikings.
Right, that clock is not on their side. Jaden Cole gets them back out to the 18-yard line, though, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Vikings. Rigney with a little shuffle pass. Tossing that one underhanded to his guy, Darian King. Picked up a yard on that one. Be second down and 9. Rigney keeping that one. Picking up a couple more yards to add to that. Bring up third down and 6.
Young but pretty talented team there for the Vikings. They've had some mistakes here tonight. Lots of penalties, but a lot of talent out there as well when you look around.
Rigney back to pass, finding his receiver over the middle.
Yeah, nice.
Harvey out there, going to be a first down and 10.
Nice quick slant to Harvey. If he gets 5 yards of green grass, he could be gone. Lots of speed there, so
absolutely.
Plenty in coverage for the Eagles. Going to look that way again.
finding a receiver down there. That'll be another, close to another first down.
Finds his man for about 8 yards. It's Harvey again.
Second down and 2.
Sam David there in coverage for the Eagles.
Rigney's got an arm on him. He's back to pass, going deep.
Yeah, looking deep, but overthrown. That's
Yuri doing a good job of coverage there.
They've looked deep 3 or 4 times here in the game tonight and not been able to hit the home run yet. Been pretty close every time they've looked that direction, but just hadn't been able to haul any of those in.
And, Harvey with the Wildcat. Getting enough for the first down.
Yeah, a little bit different look there for the Vikings. They know they've got an athlete there that can really run. Maybe the fastest man on the field. We didn't line he and David Casey up and do a little track run by any means, but lots of speed there for that young man, and I'm sure they're looking to get the ball in their playmakers' hands any way possible here in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. The Kiefer Building LLC, 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Another quick slant pass there for 10 yards,
Harvey
10 plus
again.
yards and a first down.
You know, we've talked about it earlier this season as well as in our pregame. A lot of these young quarterback endowed teams have run that Wildcat and been very successful at it.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a little pressure off of them back there.
Yeah. It can help open that pass game up a little bit when you've got to respect that. But
Rigney back to pass.
A lot of pressure there. Jeffrey Hairston, big sack after some success through the air for the Vikings of Northside.
Big loss on that one.
Big. Looks to be about a 10-yard loss. Not quite 10-yard loss for the Vikings.
The second down and 16-ish. Rigney back to pass, finding his receiver, and he gets away from a would-be tackler.
Yeah, he was wrapped up there by number 77, John Crouch. Somehow or another got out from his arms. Haven Mullins eventually is able to bring him to the ground. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
And Darian King breaking loose there and getting another 5 or 6 yards. Rigney. Whoa, tosses that one out.
Interesting choice, but hey, it landed in the right set of arms so they would get back up to the line of scrimmage. But man, living on the edge right there.
That's Darian King getting the reception there.
Yeah, Jeffrey Hairston was in the area, and had he collected that little toss, that would have been a quick 6.
It's a dangerous pass.
Yep. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Rigney back to pass, and no, he comes out. There, I would have not thought he would have come out from under there.
Yeah, I am not quite sure how he slipped out, but we'll take another look at it here. Tons of pressure on him there in the backfield, and somehow or another is able to slide through the grasp of a couple Eagles.
We'll see. That'll be Eagles. Got a timeout. Vikings. Then we'll take one too. 42-21 Eagles. You're watching Eagle football here on Cable 12.
Powering your home with propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Long ago, Carillion Clinic made a promise to be here every moment. That means the moment you need care, and every other moment too. Because by providing tools, support, and guidance to take charge of your health on your terms, we're helping you live better every day. Carillion Clinic is right here for you from moment one.
First and 10, the Eagles going the other way after a turnover on down 4 for the Vikings.
So he's going to get a yard, but Mike, I think it could be interesting here, a possible face mask call. Did look like his head snapped back a little bit there.
Yeah, let's see what got going on.
Well, it's going to be a holding call on the Eagles instead of a. Seen a little bit of that here tonight.
Yeah, Swanson not able to get any steam up.
Be Franklin County's 8th penalty on the night. Northside has 11.
Hand off. Swanson. Swanson getting out, back out to the 40-yard line.
And we got another flag on the field. A little unsportsmanlike conduct on the Eagles.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back, or 4 steps back, whatever.
Yeah, got to be careful with those unsportsmanlikes. They'll add up and can cost you big, not just on the field. I think 2 of those results in some suspension, so keep an eye on those if you're the coaching staff and make sure the players are calmed down. It's 4th quarter. You're up 42-21. Keep your mouth shut. Let your pads do the talking.
Right. Let the scoreboard do the talking.
Yeah, at some point you just turn around and look at the scoreboard and they get the message. So a little less talking, a little more walking. So get on back to the huddle and get the play, boys.
Name of a good song there somewhere in there. Swanson getting upended after getting about 5 of those back, maybe.
Yeah, going to bring up 3rd and a quarter mile, I think, Mike. And tall order to pick up the first down here if you're the Eagles.
Got a play there for that one, Coach.
Well, who was it? Bon Jovi said "Living on a Prayer."
Yeah.
Was that a Bon Jovi song?
Well, I don't know, but that's a good sentiment anyway.
Good as one as any, I reckon. So, yeah, I think you probably got a couple you might would throw out there. Throw's the key word. Not sure the ground game is gonna give you much.
Go to the Buick and take a left. Oh, there's another one of those snaps.
Yep, just fall on
Heads
that.
up play there.
And we see some more laundry out on the field. So weren't able to make it but 2 plays before we had another penalty. And
getting a little bit, there you see Davenport having to get that one up out from under him. Got a holding on the Eagles. Eagles and the face mask on the Vikings. Offset.
A lot of laundry out on the field again this evening.
How many is that?
Oh, man, let's see. 4, 8, 10 on the Eagles, and then that's going to be 12. So we're up to 22 flags at my count. Could be a little off as always, but the unofficial count is 22.
Still better than last week.
Still better than last week.
Oh,
and got
pressure.
Got a tip there. Somewhat, not sure we're going to give that a full block, but.
Well, let's see what we got here. He's back on the goal line. Got enough of it. Whatever it was, the Vikings are going to be taking over down there on the 20-yard line, knocking on the door, trailing 42-21, 4:55. A lot of time in this ball game.
Yeah, racked up a lot of penalties there on the last drive for the Eagles. First 2 drives didn't have any issues with. Really chewed up all of the third quarter of the clock. Get to the fourth quarter here, things have been a little bit different. Northside had a big drive there. Wasn't able to put any points up on the board. And
Rigney keeping it himself, finding a hole on for the tackle.
Makes it up to the goal line. Looks like he may be down at the 1-yard line. They go ahead and give him the touchdown. Vikings strike quick here with the change.
Didn't take long. Rigney taking it himself. After a little bit of sloppy play on both team part, Rigney decides to take it himself. And no flags on this one. Fight in for the PAT attempt. It's up. And it's good. Franklin County 42, the Vikings 28. You're watching Eagle football here on Cable 12.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Vikings getting ready to kick off. Swanson back deep.
Yeah, got the hands team in.
Yeah, got everybody's up on the 50-yard line except Swanson. Or within the 40 and between the 40 and the 50-yard line. No surprise here. Good play there by the Eagles.
Yeah, plenty of good awareness there for the Eagles. Gavin Hall falling on that one. Brings it in, doesn't attempt to move the ball, just, hey, let me fall on it.
That's right.
Keep it safe. Eagles are going to have the football here. 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the game. Up 42-28 over the Vikings. Both teams coming in 2-3 tonight. Somebody's got to go home even at 500. Definitely looking like that's going to be Franklin County here tonight unless some miracle occurs for the Vikings. Last we checked, Bird had let Fleming slip back into the game, was tied up 21-21. Botetourt well ahead over Stanton River, 56-6.
Eagles take over on the 43-yard line. Will look to Rigney, not able to get away from the would-be tackler.
Have a helmet coming off for number 34, Micah Carter. He'll have to sit out a play. Did lose a couple yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Mullins bringing the play in for the Eagles. Davenport calling the signals. Rigney in the backfield with him. There's Rigney up the middle, still going.
Powell is still moving, Mike.
He's got the whole defensive line bringing him down to the 45-yard line of the Vikings.
Yeah, about a gain of around 14, and eventually turned into a big scrum pile moving on up the field. Everybody's piling in, moving it up, and finishes off with a first down there. Be 1st and 10 Eagles with 3.5 minutes left to go in the game here on homecoming night in Franklin County.
Big night. They really didn't seem to let any of the hoopla going on distract them.
Yeah, you never know what to expect coming into a game like this. They do have a lot of seniors on the roster. That helps to act like you've been here before, boys.
There you go. Pickup of about 4.
Clock continues to roll here. 3 minutes left to go in the game. This is where you keep an eye on the play clock, let it run down as much as you can. If you're the Eagles, before you snap the football, just keep that clock rolling.
Davenport calling the signals. Rigney up the middle.
Continues rolling for another first down. Gain of around 8 yards on the ground for Rigney.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. But clock is still running. That's the main thing.
Tick. Yeah, clock is still ticking away. Eagles looking to pull even with, started the game at 2-3, looking to go 3-3 before they head to Stanton River next week.
Should be another good game next week. Everybody get out and try to support these Eagles.
Yeah, head on down 122 to Bonita.
Just right across the river. If you can't get there, of course, you can follow us on Cable 12, Facebook, and YouTube, and on Cable 12.
Yeah, from what I understand and following meteorologist Jamie Singleton, about to get a little chilly on us, though.
Yeah,
about to get a little
just
chilly.
a day or two.
Yeah,
a day or two.
Going to feel definitely like fall is here. Said we're going to maybe get a little rain tomorrow, and then it's going to get cold for a while. I won't ruin any details there. Make sure you tune into Jamie.
There you go.
For all of your weather needs.
Davenport to Swanson. Swanson breaking it loose outside. Could be gone. Not quite. Good defensive play knocked him out of bounds. 1 minute and 7 seconds left in this ball game. Be a first down and 10.
Yeah, shakes off some defenders there and gets on out to the edge. Does a great job finding the space. About a 25-yard run there for Swanson. Got 1:07 on the clock here late in the fourth quarter. go ahead and take a knee, getting into victory formation here. Have to run at least one more, but it's been a good game here, Mike. We haven't seen them put together a full game from start to finish. Their 2 wins prior to tonight been second-half ball games, but really come out big here on homecoming. You're always concerned how you're going to start. They started well and really just kept the pedal down the entire game. A lot of ground action for the Eagles here tonight. It's 42-28. Sorry about that. Here in the fourth quarter, and looks like it's going to even us up 3-3 for the Eagles.
Yep, looks like it. The Eagles going to come out of here with a win tonight. Big homecoming for the Eagles. Well, that will make a good night and a good weekend for these students, and something for them to celebrate. And they come out of here 500, as we said, able to reach back, and after 2 big losses to some really tough teams, really shook those off and took them as learning experiences, and were able to come back and even it up. Now picking up their first win in the Blue Ridge District. We'll see what they can do going from now. Like I said, come out and support these Eagles whenever they're playing. Give them your support. And when you can't get there, make sure you tune in on Cable 12, Facebook, YouTube, and Cable 12 broadcast. We appreciate it. And for all the whole crew, we thank you for tuning in. We've been watching Eagle football here on Cable 12.